Today is a great day inside the zombies community today because a question, a problem, a mystery that has eluded the zombies community for 5 years now has finally been solved, and now we actually know what's going on here. And obviously from the thumbnail and title of this video, you guys know that this is none other than the legendary ADFGX Cipher from Mob of the Dead. Yes, it has finally been solved, and it's just crazy to think about. It took 5 whole years to solve this thing, but of course, who actually solved this guy? Who is this legend that's probably going to be remembered for a really long time now? Well, it's none other than a Reddit user that goes by the name of Richkiller, and of course I'll be linking his post down in the description. I highly recommend you go click his post because in fact I wouldn't have a problem if you guys click off my video to go check his post, because it's just, I mean, I think he deserves all the recognition in the world for finally breaking this cipher after 5 whole years. But of course, he actually made a Reddit post exactly explaining how he deciphered it, and for all the people who were curious how he ciphered it, and just to double check his work, he did all of that, and he actually realized after deciphering this that the cipher actually translates to, or is I guess ciphered into German. So what he had to do after that is actually change it from, or translate it from German to English for the English speaking people. And I know a lot of people are really curious on what this was. Like, what did this ADG, or what, the Mob of the Dead cipher, let's just call it that for now, what did it actually have? What was it keeping hidden for 5 whole years? Was it something relating to the Mob of the Dead characters? Maybe Weasel, maybe the Blood Vials, maybe Richtofen, maybe the Richtofen head that was cut out, maybe it has something to do with really anything. But of course it didn't relate to any of that, and I'm pretty sure after I read it off for you guys are going to know exactly what it's relating to. But what the cipher actually translates to is that Urgent the Giant is in France. And as you guys can tell from that, this was a tease at the next map, or I guess 2 maps after that because it was DLC 2, but it was a tease at DLC 4 for Black Ops 2, and that was none other than Origins, because as we know, inside Origins, what did we see? We saw the Giants in France, and that is just so cool to see that it was one of those ciphers. I mean, it is a little disappointing that it doesn't relate to our current story, or how the storyline currently is. I mean, that is, but it wasn't really to be expected all that much. But regardless, imagine if this was solved like during Mob of the Dead's lifespan, like back when DLC 2 first came out. Like, imagine what people have been talking about if they saw a message called, or just saying, the Giant is in France. Like, imagine, like, just really think about that, because we knew nothing about the Primus characters at the time, because we were currently dealing with the Victus characters and the Mob of the Dead characters. That's all we had for Black Ops 2, so we didn't really know what to think of it. We may have speculated that Moon was having something to do with it, or really we could have speculated so much, but not one person, I would imagine that Origins was going to come out of that. And imagine how cool that would be, because really we didn't have any hints towards Origins ever happening until it actually happened, and this would have been that one thing, and people could have actually speculated about it. And I mean, it's just crazy to think about, and a little disappointing that it just wasn't solved during the time of Black Ops 2, because it would have just been so fun to speculate about that. I could just imagine myself watching so many videos of people theorizing and speculating about this, because it would just been so cool, because the first thing everybody would have thought of was the Riese, and of course they would try to make some connection there, maybe the connection between the moon base being on the Riese or something like that. I don't know, but regardless, it's just so cool to see. But I don't know, it's just so cool thinking about it, because I really got into the zombie storyline during Black Ops 2, including Mob of the Dead. Like, Mob of the Dead was like top notch, and I don't know, it feels a little special to me seeing this being solved. But anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this cipher. Were you one of the people like me who's been waiting on this cipher to be solved for 5 years, or is it something you don't really care about, or what? I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this. Are you guys happy with the result of this cipher and what it actually translate or deciphered to, or just tell me anything you guys think about this. But if you guys did enjoy the video, then go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially bell. But I'm gonna go, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream or video.